Hey, y'all, it's your boy Diggity Dean Dane Sampson, and we are here at Capturing Perspectives at Radio Artifact, and I am sitting down with my guy DJ Crux of the Freqshow.
Yo, what it is?
How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling fantastic, man.
Thanks for coming through, playing some tunes for us, man. You've had a busy week this week, have you not?
Crazy busy week.
Yeah, you played at Clifton Plaza.
Yep,
on the
Clifton
17th.
Plaza. Yep. Shout out DJ McMenace.
Yeah, then you had a set at Mixwell's on the 20th.
Yep, Mixwell's.
And then the Freqshow hosted an after hours at well, I don't know the name of that venue, and it was on Central Parkway.
It was an undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location. I heard you had to sign a waiver.
Yeah, there was a waiver. We did film a music video on site, so it was lit. It was packed out. It was fantastic. Had a great time. Been working way too hard this week.
Yeah, so we've gotten to know each other. I was working at a hotel, and there was a young student there because it's across from UC, Sage. She had saw you at Clifton Plaza. Sweet girl. She calls herself a Nepo baby. I believe it. That is a spoiled little girl.
At least she knows.
Yeah, at least she knows. You know, it's all about knowing who you are, you know, wearing your skin. But so, and she said, hey, you should reach out to this guy, you know, and I'm not shy, so I reached out, and, you know, you came and saw me, I think, that day.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick with it.
Yeah, you're pretty quick.
I'm Johnny on the spot, that's for sure.
Johnny on the spot?
You know, you gotta swing at every shot, you know.
Absolutely, because you will never make the shots you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky.
All right, that's fair enough. All right. Sometimes you shoot a ball, sometimes you hit a ball, sometimes you hit a puck, you know?
Yeah, and all that.
Yeah. So tell me about the Freqshow, because I really liked, you know, you had a mission statement with that, and it was kind of us because we were doing the open mic. And the Freqshow is about people coming together of all walks, creeds, faiths, whatever, and just enjoying themselves. But you primarily on the EDM scene, correct?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we kind of got our start. That's the music. Me and the better half of Freqshow, Logan, my better half.
Shout out to Logan.
We both produce and DJ EDM. So like through our own ventures in the scene, you know, kind of gave birth to Freqshow because you know, we wanted to make it a place better than how we found it. You know?
And absolutely. I mean, and that is the goal. You know, leave it better than where you found it. Yeah. Give people platforms, stages, and spaces. But you know, tell me that mission statement of the Freqshow.
For sure. So Freqshow's goal is to create an environment in this music scene to create the accessibility, the approachability to the underground, to elevate untapped talent and potential, especially in this city. I know you guys have all been in the music industry for a while, so like the Midwest can kind of get skipped over, and especially in our industry as well. So we're really working hard to develop a platform that will help elevate these artists, distribute their work, and simultaneously creating safe spaces for people to come enjoy themselves, be little freaks. We love you, Yeah,
I love that, man. And you know, and that creating safe spaces, because that is, I mean, the world can be a scary place.
It absolutely can. It doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't. And I think some, you know, sorry, excuse me, through the rave scene, through the EDM scene, and these after hours, you know, you have a lot of partying.
Yeah.
And you know, that was one of the worries. Like, if I go here, am I going to make it home?
Right.
And I feel like with your show, your collective, and what we do, that we share a bond, you will make it home. You will have a good time.
Absolutely. Me and Logan are rave mom and dad. Everybody gets water. You know, we make sure everyone's taken care of.
You guys are the ones with the fanny packs?
We're running around. I mean, our whole event, I don't think we saw each other the whole time because we were just running around, taking care of people, checking on people, and making sure everything was good. And, you know, it was a wonderful safe space. Come on up here.
Yeah.
Come on up here.
She was going to join
us.
Yeah.
There you go.
My biggest goal is to make sure that people feel comfortable asking for what they need and being taken care of. I want people to feel weird for making other people feel weird.
No, we love awkward spaces.
I'm trying to start the trend of like being nice.
Yeah. Oh, is that something you have to work on?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We're all just insecure. Artists are all insecure, and we're all dealing with our own different shit. But like, I'm nervous right now because I have a microphone in my hands. But what I'm trying to do is give an easier walk up to the stage. You know, like create a space that people feel comfortable doing an open deck or asking if they don't know how to do something. So
yeah, continued education, and I think to kind of piggyback up what you guys saying, where you guys were running around, you're taking care of it. I think the art of hospitality and hosting has been lost a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I love hosting. I love if my people are taken care of, they're happy, they don't need for anything, they're going to remember that. They're going to tell other people, and they're going to come back, and they're going to bring people.
That was big. That was big. I did. Unfortunately, FREQ didn't make it out, but I did make it a point to have I wanted to have food there, but I did have free water for everyone. Yeah. I made sure there was a space to sit down because it is an afters. People have been out
and you
already.
Know I would love that.
We love to sit down.
I fell asleep in the corner.
Yeah. The one place I took Dane, he's just. He had fun though,
We did. So, you guys have traveled the country. You guys have done that. Now we're here. So, what are your goals? I know you guys may be looking for some residencies, maybe looking for some other shows, maybe looking for some sponsorship, maybe looking for other people to come together to put bigger events on. What is your plan of action to kind of make sure those things happen and come to fruition?
The plan of action is keep doing what we're doing. We book local shows, we bring people together, we throw our own events, and we put ourselves in the right places in front of the right people at the right time. And networking, man, it really is who you know, not necessarily what you know. It is a hustle. There's somebody told me the other day it's consistency over talent. Which unfortunately is true. I know a lot of talented artists that deserve that spotlight, but they're not consistent, So, we try to educate and keep it moving. The things that we're doing here in the city are turning heads, So we're foreseeing a lot of new venues opening to us, and some sponsorships. I have connections with the cannabis industry, stuff like that. So we're working on a couple of different things, hoping to bring some bigger stuff, and
Yeah, awesome. So.
Wait, one thing. Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
My next plan of action is to find a space for Freqshow that can be more permanent, because I know that there's a lot of venues that are available, but unfortunately for smaller artists and for freaks like us, it's not always easy to come up with that money to just put it down and to get in there. So I do want to find a space that can be home to Freqshow.
If I can make a suggestion on that, a valuable tool is ChatGPT. It's free. Work on proposals, some of the numbers you've done, because people want to see those physical numbers. They want to see, put together some highlight reels, things of that, tangible evidence of what you bring to the table and what you've accomplished.
You have to show people that you're doing it, right? You have to show people that you're getting results, because otherwise, you're just another artist approaching a promoter and with nothing to back you up.
Shit.
I'll show you my ticket sales.
Well, so you're looking for sponsorship, you're looking for people to bend you. Let's start there.
Sure.
Where can they find Freqshow? Where can they find DJ Crust? And is it Bonnie Nasty?
It's Bonnie.
Bonnie Nasty.
It's Bonnie Nasties on Instagram, and then it's Crux with 2 X's .wtf on Instagram, but we are Freqshows with a Q, so FREQ.
FERQ?
FREQ, yeah, but it's Bonnie and Crux, like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, you can find us on Instagram, and we are on Facebook by, association, and I think we're on TikTok. Both of us are on TikTok. Freqshow isn't yet, but definitely Instagram, and yeah.
So if you, as you're on your DJ journey, if you could give some words of advice to up-and-coming DJs of how they get started, how to read a room, and keep the vibe going, what's some advice that you could give them that you wish you had been given when you first started out?
For sure. I'm going to start with the second half. So with reading the room, I didn't realize it's kind of like an innate talent. Like, you have to be able to kind of, I think empathy, honestly, is like a big thing. That's why we both agree, like, women make fantastic DJs because they're way more capable of empathy. I just happen to be a golden retriever, so I just get it. You keep looking up. A lot of new DJs, they keep their head down. They're not watching the room. You got to read the room. Be willing to adjust. Be willing to make those adjustments. Come prepared to do so. On the first part, my biggest words of advice: you have to love it. You have to love it. You have to be willing to make sacrifice. And if you don't, if you could do anything else besides be an artist, you can live your life that way. Do it, because it's hard work, man. It is. But for me, there's nothing that would be ever more fulfilling than what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
And you say golden retriever. I get more labradoodle energy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's just bi man energy. Love a traumatized bi man. But I would say that the biggest piece of advice that I wish I had gotten was what he gave to me when we got together, and that was reps. Just the reps of doing it over and over. Consistency, and being there for yourself, showing up for your brand, realizing it's not going to be perfect right away. I think you guys were talking about that earlier. It's not going to be an overnight thing. It's going to suck sometimes. And especially as an artist, what I started to realize is that inspiration is not something that you can just summon. I can't tell myself to make a hit right now, but I have to be ready to make it and have those tools to be able to make it.
But in your mind, they all have to be hits.
Yeah, they do. I mean, in my mind, I want them to be perfect, but I am a perfectionist, and that has held me back more than anything. Yeah. But now I will say, like, I like bringing that to my events, and I like bringing that to my sound, because it does matter, you know? Yeah. And reading a room, it's really as easy as, are they dancing or not? And, you know, if it's a room that's not dancing anyways, okay, but even just, like, looking at someone's foot tapping and feeling out, are you feeling good? Are you having a good time? You know, how do you feel about how the crowd's responding, and what can you do
and the
to
great
maybe...
thing about being a DJ with a mic, you can just ask them, hey, are you guys enjoying
How y'all
yourself?
feeling tonight? And we're serious when we ask you that. Yeah.
Let us know.
Please tell me. Questions, comments, concerns in the box.
And I tell artists that too, whether it's musical artists or DJs, if you want to know if your stuff or your set or your song is hitting, play it for a live audience, and a live audience will 100% let you know if they're feeling
Absolutely, yeah. And that is it. It's like finding that honesty, but also finding a nice way to be honest. But for artists that are starting to produce, I will say this, my biggest piece of advice: is it something you would listen to in your car on the way home from work? If not, we don't want to listen to it either. I'm sorry, but
I gotta play devil's advocate on that though, because some artists, their biggest songs are songs that they hated.
Well, yes, that's true too. But it's not like, I mean more of, would you listen to it? Does it sound like a song to you?
I'm
you know
just
what I
messing
mean?
with you. But I'm serious.
I'm gonna mess you up.
Okay, there we go. So,
All right.
well, bye.
With the walk on.
All right, we are here at Capturing Perspectives at the Radio Artifact. DJ Crux, I want you to look in the camera.
Yes.
I want you to tell your audience and the people in your prospective audience what they can expect from DJ Crux and the Freq Show for the rest of 2025.
For the rest of 2025, a Nike deal? No, I'm kidding. For the rest of 2025, Freq Show is, we're looking to find a home. I want to have a consistent home for Freq Show by the end of the year. And we're also working on booking out a small tour right now, so pretty excited about that. Yeah, and you can follow all our action at Freq Shows on Facebook with a Q.
Yeah, FERQ.
And follow crux.wtf on Instagram and Bonnie Nasties.
Yeah, and this is Capturing Perspectives, brought to you by Lone Wolf Productions, hosted by Radio Artifact. I'm Diggity Dean Dane Sampson. We're having a lovely time. All these businesses are here. They're there. You got to put yourself out there to get some business. Don't be shy. And if you are shy, I hope you not be shy and tell your story. And here we go. And I think we're going to get back to some music, and then I'm going to close the show out with a little Cincinnati poem. And yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.